What's up, guys? We are here with Pro Play Games. We got the card guys, Tommy Rowe, fresh off his World Championship performance. Tell us how this weekend went for you, man.
I feel like I made the best choice in my deck, and I think it was the best deck. And yeah, I didn't do well. I lost round 1 to the Magispector. Pendulum. I think he got first up to Swiss, and I tied with BA Monarch, and I lost to Monarch, which aren't bad matchups at all. I think like if I played those like 100 matches, like I would win 90 to 95 of them. So.
What'd you finish after this weekend? I think it was like 12th or something.
Yeah, I didn't actually see. I was X2 1.
Okay. Well, let's check out the deck and see what you played.
Alright, so I did play PKBA. I played 2 gloves, 2 cloak, 3 boots. I'm not sure if I actually did need the extra gloves, but there's not many better cards. So milling these with Dante is like milling 2 Phantom Knights is usually kind of like an auto one if you did make Dante first. And this was definitely the best card of the Worlds format, I think, in like everyone's deck, Max C. It's one of those cards I thought was really bad, and I didn't know why like the Japanese people played it, but once you actually test it, it ends their turn, or you're gonna draw 2 cards at least. 1 tour guide. It's like one of the auto win cards, and then like, well, no, this is actually way better than tour guide. 3 Terratop, 1 Takum Tomborg. When you actually like open this card and they don't have a maxi, or even if they do, like you're still they're only gonna draw. They're not gonna draw any cards, and Blue Eyes tend to brick a good amount, so only having 5 cards can hurt them. So yeah, I love this card. 3 Farf, not to the BAs. 3 Farfa, 2 Seer, 1 Graph, 1 Skarm. I don't think this card going to 1 really mattered that much, because like milling it's really broken, but like the Phantom Knights are already the cards that you really want to know. 1 Alec, 1 Libic, 1 Calcab, 1 Barbar. I still decided not to run Rubik. I am playing Virgil still, but Rubik, it really just never is a good effect. Like I'd rather play 1 like random card than like Rubik, because I don't think it does enough. 2 Allure of Darkness. This card, I wish it was at 3. 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Rhoda, 1 Upstart Goblin, and 1 Twin Twisters. This is what I cut Rubik for. Usually against Blue Eyes, if they do emptiness you, it is kind of a floodgate, and it's obviously good versus the Magispector Demise or any Demise deck, so I'd rather just have 1 card going second, where Rubik is good going first more so. But yeah, you can stall a lot when they emptiness you, and then it's like if you do draw this with the 2 allures, like you can come back, I guess. 3 Strike. I think this card is like very underrated, and I think like playing this in Worlds format and testing Worlds format made me realize like how great of a card Solemn can be in like certain types of formats, and it kind of seems like broken. It's like kind of a auto win versus BA, because if you Solemn Strike the Dante, like they can't play with it for the rest of the game. 1 Solemn Warning, like Soul Charge, it's really good versus that. 3 Fog Blade. This is like why I don't think the Monarch matchup is something you lose, because if you mill any effect negators, like just searching the trap, they can't really handle effect negation well, because they already don't draw well most of the time. So like the one game I lost to Monarch, I like should have won like 100%, but I milled 2 of these and I had 1 in my hand already. And then 1 Vanity's Emptiness. It like Blue Eyes usually don't main and out to it anyway, so like you can clear their boards very easily with this deck with 2 BAs to make Corbage and then hit a Spirit. So this card is kind of something you have to play, not so in Blue Eyes, I guess. 1 Virgil, 1 Pilgrim. This is something I wasn't sure, but it did come out. Like this card in the mirror, and then this card's really good versus Monarch or any other deck. 1 F-Zero. It's really good at clearing the Blue Eyes, because they'll usually leave 2-3,000 attack monsters in attack position when they open well. and you make Levier a lot in this deck. 1 Dante.
Rest in peace, Dante.
Yeah, very unfortunate, but I don't think it mattered that much. 2 Break Sword. This card's really good with Ragged Gloves. Having like a 3000 beater, it's kind of hard to not summon off Ragged Gloves so you can get the boost off the Rebellion Dragon. Nightmare Shark. This doesn't come up much, but it's like something I just have to play. It's really weird. I wish you could really explain it better. 2 Levier. This was another card you would want to play at 3 sometimes, but it can special quarantine. Like it has so many useful functions with the Phantom Knights and clearing the Blue Eyes board. 1 Quantum. This comes out versus Magic Spectre Demise because sometimes you don't want to pop a card with Break Sword. 1 Giga Brilliant. I play Corbage because Corbage is necessary for, I guess, Monarchs or the Mirror or anything, just because you make a lot of the other rank 3s now since you don't want to make Dante. So even going first, you might make first turn Corbage. 1 Rebellion Dragon. It's really good versus Blue Eyes. It's hard for them to get over a beater without alternatives effect. 1 Corbage. I explained that. 2 Beatrice. Something you rarely go into 3 of, because if you make 2, you'll probably win at least. This card's so good. This card's like one of the best cards like I've ever seen. It's a floater that is like 4 cards when you have XYZ materials. Now for the side deck, Spirit, you side out the Quantum for your Spirit. When you get a second. 3 Ghost Cherries and 3 Santa Claus. So these are the 6 cards I played for going second versus Blue Eyes. I'd side out Twin Twister, 3 Strikes, and Gloves and a Rhoda. A lot of the time. Sometimes I would side out Cloak because Rhoda's kind of better to have against certain matchups. And then for going first versus Blue Eyes, I sided 3 Quarantine and a Gold Sarcophagus.
Whoa.
Gold Sarcophagus is really good because this card is insane. It negates, neither player can special light monsters, so it's basically like Vanity's Fiend, but you can still play, except Blue Eyes doesn't have an inherent monster, a monster that is inherently over 1700 attack, so they actually have no out in their deck unless they're siding Swords of Concealing Light or Chalice. And Gold Sark, against the card demise decks I was expecting, you could actually use it to like search a twin or like even search a Full House in 2 turns because they don't necessarily put out a board easily. So it's just better than like any Maxis or Emptiness or whatever card is just useless versus that matchup. And then obviously you do it with Quarantine, and sometimes if you have like both of these, you can get Tour Guide first. Or you can just Quarantine, search Tour Guide, and like you're on a 2-turn clock to win the game through Quarantine. And then versus the Carved Demise decks, which there was like none of. Shaddoll Dragon for going first versus them. 2 Twin Twisters and Full House. This is all for going first. I decided to side this end versus Monarchs sometimes because there's not many good cards you have versus Monarchs. And it's actually good versus the Pendulum decks too, because there's just not many good cards you have. Yeah. So, Worlds was really fun. Congratulations to Eric, Travis, and Masu. They did really good. I think, like, I know it sucks to say that I thought this deck was really good when I didn't top with it, but like I said, if I didn't win, that would mean God definitely exists because it just defies math. I did a lot of notes of math to like I did like all the combinations of card and consonants and all the tuners with Ravine or Brilliant, and like I did a lot of math with Blue Eyes, and this deck just kept beating it when I would test with No Green. He helped me test. We played for like 10 hours a day the weekend, the 2 weekends before, and a lot more before. So I really did test a lot, and I think I don't have regrets in this choice.
All right, well, you represented USA great. Thank you again for the deck profile. Appreciate it, and can't wait to see what the next season has in store for you. Thanks, man.
Sweet.